Hey guys, what's going on? Hermdo back with you. Hope you're all having a good day, even the haters, but that's okay. Um, I have some stuff here talking about Trump's approval rating. There's some surprising stuff I've learned over the last couple of days. It's a lot higher than I figured it would be. His approval rating, that is. And yeah, he's got his naysayers as he always has. But let's get into this a little bit here. This is from New York Post, so you know you can trust it. But 3 months into a second term, President Trump hit the highest approval rating he's ever had as commander in chief. While more Americans say the country's on the right track than any point since 2004, a new poll found. We'll get into that in a minute. That's the good news according to NBC News poll released Sunday. The bad news is that Trump has still not won over the majority of Americans, and 54% say they disapprove of his handling of the economy. First time he's lost a majority on that issue in NBC's poll. Even so, the survey found that voters generally feel Trump is bringing the right kind of change on the key issues, even tariffs. More Americans support his changes to trade policy than oppose them, according to NBC, 41% versus 38%, respectively. That's despite the stock market sell off last week as Wall Street grappled with Trump's decisions earlier this month to slap 25% across the board tariffs on Canada and Mexico, as well as 20% tariff on China. On many other key issues, voters felt the same way, with Trump action on the border being the most popular. 56% said it was a positive change. On government cuts, 47% said his changes were good, compared to just 29% who opposed. Interesting. But the anti-Trump people are especially loud, myself included. I've been talking a lot about what Trump and Musk have been doing to the economy, and basically, I'm not the biggest fan of this crap. Maybe I got a little angry about it. Maybe I was a little out of line. Maybe I could have communicated more clearly. But I definitely think these guys are causing a lot of damage, and a lot of people are getting screwed over. But NBC poll respondents also appear to be cutting Trump some slack on inflation. 40% said his policies are having a positive effect, compared to 30% who said they're still having a negative effect and negative impact, and 28% who said Trump's policies are not changing things at all, illustrating how the president remains a political Rorschach test for a deeply divided country. Trump's approval rating among Republicans is 90%, while his figures among Democrats clock in at a paltry 4% per the poll. That's all John Fetterman, by the way. But that's kind of interesting. But here we go. This is the NBC News poll. These guys talk a little bit about in depth on it.
First of all, the mood of the country. This really jumped out. We asked folks, is it on the right direction or the wrong direction? That 44% you say right direction, that's up since November. And if that doesn't seem like a lot, the last time it cracked 40%, you got to go back to 2012. The last time it actually hit 44 or higher, January of 2004.
That's insane to think about. I was still in high school in January 2004, and I'm almost 40 now. It's insane to think about. So many people thought the country was messed up even back then. But granted, that was the post 9/11 days, and the days, it was just the global war on terror was going on. So it's understandable. People, a lot of young people, I get a lot of Zoomers in my audience. They don't remember the Bush years very well at all. But it was a very, very bizarre time in our country, and Trump is even more bizarre somehow. But yeah, we got this here. This guy here, and this is sentiment that I don't really necessarily agree with, but he's going on about this, and I'll talk a little bit about this. Let's watch this clip. It's just a segment from this guy's channel, this Ficazo channel. So let's get into this a little bit.
I keep seeing videos of people saying like how they regret their vote, and if they could go back, they would change their vote, or they wouldn't vote, or blah 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 blah. Right? Y'all don't regret your vote. You regret that those hateful things that you wished upon other people are now affecting you when you didn't know they would. So I don't feel bad for you. You're getting exactly what's coming for you, and I hope you enjoy these next 4 years.
Okay, I think, God, this guy's got so fucking smug, but I think, a lot of people voted. Sure, there are people that voted for Donald Trump because of racist reasons. There's really no way to dispute that. But there's a good contingent of people, I feel, voted for Trump because they were seriously disenfranchised by the Biden's policies. The economy was not working for them. A lot of people thought we were already in a recession. A lot of people still think that way. I'm kind of leaning in that direction myself. A lot of people didn't have two dimes to rub together. Inflation hit them hard. They didn't like, and a lot of this DEI stuff, people smirk at this stuff and just say you're dumb for being opposed to it. But there are plenty of instances of DEI, like firing qualified people and screwing these departments over. A lot of the woke stuff, a lot of progressive stuff kind of messes with people. Not that I'm saying it's all bad, but there's definitely drawbacks and negative associations with a lot of progressive policies. And I don't think every single right winger is out of line for talking about that kind of stuff. I don't want to frame every single Trump voter as a racist when a good number of them voted simply because they wanted, they were legitimately disenfranchised, legitimately screwed over, like business owners, farmers. A lot of people took hits under Biden, and it was a big mess for a lot of people. And just like everyone just assumes, like, there's more layers to it. It's a more complex thing. You gotta look beyond that kind of stuff. And I've had trouble with this myself for a while. I was just like, I wanted to dismiss all these Trump voters' concerns and be like, you're just dumb. Not that I really wanted to defend Biden. And the whole thing was just a fucking mess. I mean, Democrats, it's a duopoly. They don't give a fuck about working people. We know that. I mean, a lot of progressives and leftists talk about that kind of stuff. But yeah, Biden did screw people over. And people had legitimate reasons to want to change. But the only change we could get was Donald Trump. I don't know how that happened. We had that. It's just kind of crazy to think about. He was like the only option, and it was just this. I'm just saying that there is some legitimate reasons to be concerned about, like, Democrat leadership. Obviously, a lot of people, I know he had a big Muslim support. I used to live near Dearborn. That's a big Muslim population there. They were concerned about the war in Gaza, and they voted for Trump. There's some support from Trump, from that demographic in regards to Gaza, and Trump kind of pulled the rug out on him, of course. But yeah, you just get sold a bill of goods, and you sometimes wonder. Some days I wonder, like, what is democracy even functioning at this stage? Is what we have, like, really a democracy? Do we have any real choices here? It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. And I can't be mad at other voters for feeling like they're not being listened to and feeling like they're getting screwed over. This woman was talking about.
Lying. I need somebody to tell me they're lying. I need right now, because what the do you mean that I'm not gonna get my benefits? What the you mean? Because what the happened? Do you understand that there are people like me who can?
Yeah, it's sad to see. I do have empathy for this woman. You got to just understand people are growing more and more desperate. And yeah, the numbers say otherwise. A lot of people are approving of these cuts. A lot of people, maybe the polls are skewed. Maybe there's a margin of error, but there is damage being done here. And I don't think a lot of Trump voters understood that. Getting mad, honestly, dude, it's just pointless to get mad. I don't want to gloat. These people are legitimately, like, suffering and struggling. And yeah, maybe we disagree politically, but I have some empathy for them. They wanted to change. Maybe they had a legitimate reason to vote for Trump, but some people said there's no legitimate reason to vote for Trump. I don't fucking know anymore. There's no winning path to take here. There's no winning option. I'm going to leave it there. I don't really know what else to say about this kind of stuff. But people do seem to like Trump and approve of him, but a lot of people are regretting it. Maybe the regret cases, a lot of these are anecdotal. They probably represent, like, a small portion of Trump voters. I think a good amount of people still support the guy, still think what he's doing is good. I have a lot of Trump people, a lot of Musk fans in my mentions calling me dumb for questioning this stuff, but hey, you do you, man. You do you. I'm done arguing. I'm going to be arguing in the future. I shouldn't say I'm done arguing, because I'm definitely going to be arguing about this in the future. But, just as of right now, you just got to sit and live with it, I guess, for right now. I don't know what else. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell people anymore, man. I really don't know what to tell people. But, yeah, that's going to do it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Visit my Cash App link. If you would, I'd appreciate it. I'm also monetized now, so there's ways you can support the channel that way if you would like to. If you watch this far, I really appreciate it. Thanks very much, and I'll talk to you guys later.